All right. There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let me finish setting this up. Blah, 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 blah. Am I live on YouTube? It says I'm live on YouTube. Well, let's see. Ah, it's definitely going through the wrong channel. Oh well. Works for me. All right. Here we go. I blame Terrence for the stream shutting down. It was all his fault. Now, does anyone here have questions about the stream? I'm not a whale, sir. You are. But if you would like me to be, I can post my coffee. You can buy me a coffee, you know. You can support me there. But yeah, I'm just going to be farming this EX stage until I have enough to buy all the shards. If I do the math correctly, let's see. It costs $250 per shard. You're only allowed to buy like 80 of them. I just have a feeling I'm going to be here for a bit. We're looking at about a little bit close to about 100 runs. Best way to get job points easily. That's a good one. All right. Okay, so there's a few ways of doing it. Equals divided by 200. 100 runs, literally 100 runs to get all the shards for Thancred from that shop. But we will talk about the job points. So there's two ways that you can get job points really quickly and really fast. One is an active one, and one is a what's it called? Crap. Passive. One's passive. It's like a passive income. Alright, so let's talk about the passive front. First of all, you need to be in a guild. That's the first thing. And then you go to barracks. And then you place your units here, and you fill it up with food. I always buy a few of these. I usually buy about 2. And you replenish this every like hour or so. And it gives you, like as you see here in the top right corner, 89 job points per hour. And gives me +1 bravery per hour. But it also reduces your faith. Now, what faith and bravery does is 2 separate things. So faith has to do with like magic and landing statuses and stuff like that. How hard your magic attacks hit if you land them. That's what faith has to deal with. So for units like Thancred and Engelbert, where they're mainly a physical unit, you don't need to worry about that. That's where the bravery is. Bravery is all about your physical stats, physical skills. You want that to be as high as possible. Apparently, the highest you can get it to is 97 before you can get it to 100 with gear and stuff. So I'm basically already at max bravery with Thancred. Now you can increase your faith back up if you have Fina and use cheer, a high level cheer. That's a permanent buff. So that would work. If you have a mage, I would use Fina on your mage using cheer all the time. That's the best way of doing it. Next. Let's see. The next mode, easiest way to do this is going to this. Go here, hit this. Which one is it? It is false accusations. I can't speak today. Alright, is this my team? Okay, here's the other way of doing it. And it's pretty simple. You farm stages. And this stage is probably one of the quickest stages to farm, especially this blue. As you can see, it should have been over right then, but your Sholta got in the way to use foul. And that gives you 6 JP per run. This takes you about 15 minutes, or not 15 minutes, 15 seconds with the load times and everything. So you can get maybe, let's see, that's about 24 job points a minute if you just do this stage. I can make this go a little bit faster if I just got rid of Yasholta, because she's just, like I said, she's in the way. This is the only reason why Mediana is so good, is that her, you can just spam that like limit break skill. So that's the only reason why people love her so much. She's a really good farmer. Let's see. Let's replace her with him, my level 5 boy, and let's see if I can get this going. All right, let's see it. Should be, yep, there we go. Boom, done. Sholto was just a little faster, that was it. And you just sit here and you spam it over and over and bark. Load back in, rinse and repeat. There's two other stages like this stage where you can literally throw Mediana in it. She runs out there, bombs them all. You can it takes a few seconds. You just keep doing it. Yo, I need you guys to chill. I have it on Do Not Disturb and it still came through. Hello? But yeah, this is all you do for some easy job points. Also, while farming those blue orbs, which you need 255 of them suckers to get a job to level 5, which is very important for characters you're using because you need to unlock their skills. You need your job to be level 5. So yeah, you're gonna farm this stage basically after you beat the story. Oh, look, the Whimsy shop. Cool. So, one thing about the Whimsy shop that is actually really good is that it usually has some really good deals on, like, Light Awakening Souls. But, that is a whale thing right there. As you can see, it says paid. And I have 862 of those, so I'm going to buy it because I'm sure I will need it. But it has nice little deals on things like EXP cubes for Gil. So I would really just look at what you can buy with Gil. It has sometimes good deals on shards, unit shards, like Gilgamesh here. If you can get 5 of these for 250, I'd recommend getting those for 250 rather than pay the 500. But yeah, Whimsy Shop is alright. Going back to my farming spots. That's the easiest way for me to get to it. Another thing you can do is just do skip battle with your skip tickets. Go all the way to 10, boom. That's a quick way. But this way is probably going to be the most efficient for you because you guys don't have a lot of energy restores and stuff like that, and this only costs 6 energy per run. I'm sure, from what I understand, is there's going to be events where what is it? There's gonna be events where it's like double job points and stuff like that, and double EXP and double gil. We're doing adventure stages, so this is gonna be your go-to place. When auto repeat comes out, this is where I'm literally just gonna put the sucker on auto repeat when I go to sleep with 999 stamina and wake up and collect and rinse and repeat. So here we go. Any other questions, good sir? I will answer them all because I'm literally all I gotta do is just farm. Unless you guys want to run some multis. Carry some people through some multis. That's what I do out here. My neck's a little stiff, you know. I'm carrying the team. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here-ish. Actually, I can put it in the bottom left. It won't bother me there. Would you like to restore your energy? Yeah. So I have 26 uses of these. Well, and this is how I use my staminas. I just do this. And I sit there with 999 stamina. I'm as close as I can get. And this is literally just how you get job points. Like, as you can see, old boy I just brought in here is at 122. And this is another way you can actually kind of like level up your units, I guess, if you really felt like it. This is a slower way. I hear the last stage of the story gives about 6k EXP per run. I'm not quite there yet. I'm on chapter 4, part 1. So I'm not exactly, there yet. Alrighty. But yeah, it's the game's pretty fun. If you guys, do you guys have any questions about building your units? Which units to build, how to build them, what vision cards to get, what vision cards to put on your units and stuff like that. I'm here for you guys, so ask away. No one wants to ask questions. Just gonna sit here and farm, man. It's insane of how many of those little blue orbs you need. If you ever see those blue orbs in the shop, buy them for the gil. Whatever gil amount that they cost, buy them. It doesn't matter, just buy them. You always need those. Like I said, it's 255 per character per job. Let's see. I know someone asked earlier about focusing on units I definitely recommend focusing on one unit at a time. It makes it a lot easier. That way, you're not scrambling to spread out your materials for like 3 units and getting them mediocre, like kind of built, instead of just getting that one unit that you have completely built. Um, it's just nice that way. So yeah, these suckers right here. Buy these whenever you see them. All right, let's go to back to the event real quick. Um, hit this, hit the auto. Not this team. They would get mollywopped. I can run this team though. Oh wow. Green made memory. Interesting. I'm just trying to. I'm gonna go to like the questions and like the general. Uh, okay. Interesting. Someone has Thancred Max Limit Broken and Max Awakened. I'm so jelly. Like I don't have the resources to do that. Now, if anyone's wondering if you should just farm the highest stage you can or farm this one, I definitely say just farm this one. Every other stage is crap. I went and did the what was it? The conquest of just the normal EX stage. Completely garbage, man. Like here, let me show you. Let's see. We go to the normal one, and then we go to conquest. Now, this is gonna be funny because I'm about to mollywop it. Watch here. Here's the boss from the normal stage. I remember I was struggling with this, and now almost a one shot. It's two shot, dead. Doesn't even matter. But look at it. Costs 25 energy. Remember that costs 25 energy. EX costs 30. But you only get 70 shards. That is literally, so you do the EX and you get literally like basic 2.5 the amount of shards for 5 more energy. It's pointless. It's pointless to do this stage for 70. Like you don't want to do this for 70. It's no point. No point at all. Only do that for the event missions and that's it. Once you get those 3, 5 done, stop running it. Just it's not worth it. Just keep running the EX stage, and that's all you need to do. That's all you really need to do. Welcome, other person that joined the stream. It's your boy Z5, and I'm just answering questions that you may have about Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, the War of the Vision. And actually, let me go and run and get my charger real quick because my laptop's going to die. And that's how I'm kind of looking at comments, not necessarily on my phone. Oof. Alrighty. And I'm back. Now, I just got a question of where to farm job materials. It depends on which ones you're looking for. It really does. So, which ones are you looking for specifically? And then we'll go and find them. Heal, Engelbert, heal. Oh, also another way if you guys want to manual these stages, those pink crystals that you see drop, those give you job points. It's about 25 a piece. 19 to 25 depends on the stage. Depends on if you have barracks running and stuff like that. Let's see. So, let's say, okay, let me just give a general answer for the job mats. That's a lot easier. So let's say you need, for me right here, for my dragoon, I need the spear azurites. So you click it and it shows you exactly where they drop and how you can get them. And these are the missions that you can only get them from. I personally hope that if you do if you can get job mats that you can farm on false accusations, that is the perfect place to go. But for, let's say, this one, I think there's one for this. I just don't remember. On Stern. The one unit I don't have. I have a lot of them, but I don't have Stern. Alrighty. Well, we'll figure this out. So if Stern, let's see, I can just pull them up real quick on my computer. That'd be a lot easier. Unit list. Stern. My man's needs. Main job soldier. Secondary job dragoon. Third job is ninja. Which job? The green mage green and the blue mats. Okay, so if you need green mage green. Let's see, do I have a green mage? One of these made magic confirm. One of these mages has green mage on them. Ah, here we go. Mediana has green mage. Do I want to awaken her though? Alright, so green mage should be able to find in chapter 1. Green, probably seen 2 or ish. That's cleric. There's a ninja. There's a bow. I just choose the wavering spirit. I'll just start. Yeah, I just chose the wavering spirit. So it's not wavering spirit. Is it what you should fear, possibly? Yep, there it is. Okay. Green Mage's memory green is on. Is that what you should fear? Yeah. Here we go. So let's see what it looks like. See if I can bring in my my farming. See if you can just Mediana it. That would be nice. Oof. This is not looking like a Mediana stage. Oh. Yeah. This is gonna take you a little bit, but you're probably gonna need a manual this. Manually it'd probably be faster. For blue, though, that'd be in chapter 1 still, but it'd be like part 3 or something like that. I have, I just showed, I can show it again, my favorite place to go to farm the orbs, the blue orbs. And I think that gives you some mage orbs. maybe ninja or something like that. Give me a second. I'll just let me beat this real quick, and then we'll go see. Just gonna use Bizarra. All right, use. Okay. Lena out here using just silly skills. Well, no, my healer. Now you die. Okay, okay, here we go. Here we go. I believe in you, squad. Don't die. Nighthawk them or something. Jeez, come on, Eliana. Oh yeah, like I said, those pink. Here, let me let me show you real quick. Well, he's dead. Oh, I only have shadow stick. Well, rip. Okay, so Mediana can sit there. Can I hit them with Blizzard? I can't. Oh, what? Back at cancel. So you sit here, right? Boom, heals you, bravery, and then job points. That one gave me 4. And then I'm just gonna turn back on auto because it's just a lot faster, you know? Okay, so let me talk to you about where you can get those blue mats. And let's talk about the. So for any material that you need for your job, literally just go to the unit. Let me just clear the filter. Confirmed. So this is what I did. Just click it and it just shows you every mission that you can go and do. The ones that you can do faster, there's some that are a lot faster than others. For this pale blue memory, which you need for every level 5 job, 255 of these suckers to make any job into level 5. Because it's like, let's see, 25 there, and that's from level 3. So let's just look at it right here. So 25, the 3 to 4 is 25. From 4 to 5 is 50. So that's 75, and you have to do it 3 times. So that's 225 per character. So when a new character comes out, you need 225 of these suckers to make them have a level 5 job, which allows you to use their abilities. Like this. Red Mage, Kira, Banashira, just all of these are locked because I don't have my Red Mage at level 5. So if you're going to be farming this, I always recommend Part 1, Chapter 1, Scene 3, False Accusations. And this is literally, for you Mediana users, this is where you want to go to farm. Also, Yasholta. If you have Yasholta, you can farm here too. And let me show you. And it's done, basically. Before it was even... Boom. It's done and over with. And there you see it. It gives you Samurai, it gives you a Mage, and it gives you these shards, the faint memory shards. And like I said, my Mediana is only level 30. Like, this is a level 30 Mediana. I don't even have her maxed out or anything. This is literally the basic of the basic. Anyone can do this. Yasholta is a little slower. But she does the same thing, except it just takes a few seconds more. Essentially. There's a whole team. Boom! Look, same thing. Woo! If you guys are wondering how mine is going faster, then so I learned about this in the Discord. Let's see if I can take auto off fast enough. Okay, so you go to settings, right? Options. You turn your ability effects off, because if you have it on, let me show you. It does all this extra stuff that takes a few seconds longer that you don't necessarily need. It looks nicer, but when you're trying to just farm this as fast as possible, you don't need all that extra stuff. Makes it go faster. It's a lot smoother. You can also farm this stage with Gilgamesh if you have Gilgamesh. Same thing. He uses Kotetsu. It wipes them all just as fast. And like I said, there's a few stages that you can do this on. This one is the one I remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look up the stages for the other ones. I'll make a video about it for you guys. Is there anything else anyone has any questions about? This is also another place where you can level up your equipment proficiency, which that's very important. That allows you to wear better items and stuff like that. So with my Yasholta, I have a normal staff on, which is probably the better item to have on versus this. But I can equip a rare now, but I have her proficiency up to B. I really should go and take off the hat and replace it with this ring, just so I can get this proficiency leveled up to B as well. Even though it's at E, it doesn't really matter because I'm just constantly doing over and over and over. What ability should you get for Mediana? I heard that all abilities good for AI. Okay, so for Mediana, let's go look at her. If you're thinking about autoing her, and let me see what ability she has first of all, and then we will talk about that. If you're thinking about autoing her, let's see. She's got the black mage subclass. She's got green mage. You probably that's a green mage skill. That's a green mage skill. That's a green mage skill. Is there a ninja skill? Okay, so ninja. Even, let's see, toad. Okay, so if you're going to keep her strictly on black mage, I would probably want to stay away from the toad. And then, let's see. Flare is going to be good to use. This non-elemental damage, which is really good to have. Non-elemental damage means it will hit anybody for the same amount, no matter what their element is. You're going to want Blizzaga. Blizzaga is probably a wider range. It's not as... Maybe you don't want Blizzaga, because Blizzara is still better than that. No, Blizzara is the same. Okay. No, so Blizzara and Blizzaga are the same. Blizzaga just probably does more damage. And then you probably see it. Let's see, ability enhance. You want this Cosmo Plume leveled up as high as possible. I don't have enough for this. As you can see. And you probably want to max out her magic up passive as high as possible, since those are her two main skills. As far as that, it doesn't matter what skills you unlock, as long as you do not change your sub command. But if you wanted to use like ninja skills with her, you would need to change the sub command. But I just don't see the reason to change it from Black Mage to anything else, just because you get Flare and you have Blizzaga and you get, like, unless you need another support unit to help out your healer, deal with the enemies and stuff, because Green Mage looks like it does, or even not even help your healer, help your DPS deal more damage. The Green Mage looks like it has a bunch of debuffs for the enemies, like lowers defense of targets, D-Shell, lowers spirit for targets within range 3, and then you have Vitalize, raises targets agility for 3 turns, which lets you move faster. It's a really support class is what it looks like. Dispel and removes all buffs from the target. So like Green Mage, it looks like something you're going to use if you're manualing, like a raid or something like that, or a boss or a stage. Not necessarily for auto. If you're going to do auto, you're just going to leave them on Black Mage. I don't see any need for Toad, though. That's probably the one that I would leave off. All the other ones won't really matter, as long as you don't have the second job equipped, it won't matter. Let's talk about that real quick. A lot of people don't know about this. You can get more abilities when you unlock those abilities and stuff. How you are able to use them on your characters is that you swap the jobs. How you do that is, let's go to my Thancred, because that's the easiest one to explain. You go to the ability set, in the abilities, you click, see sub command Gunbreaker, you click that. You can hold down, you can long press the jobs to see what skills you get from equipping them. So my Dragoon gives me that. Red Mage gives me nothing yet, because I don't have enough. So I equip Dragoon, and now instead of having, let's see, so instead of having Burst Strike, Heart of Stone, Aurora, he now has Jump and Dragon's Kin. Which it really depends on what you're doing. Like Thancred, I think if you're gonna use him in PvP, maybe you want to use the Dragoon one. He's a little bit more aggressive. He does a little bit more damage. One thing that you need to know, that your support skills, doesn't matter what class you have on, you can use all the support skills no matter what. So that's why I said, like, it really doesn't necessarily matter on this auto unless you swap the jobs. Even if I get this Red Mage support skill, I can use it even if I'm using my Gunbreaker class. And it's pretty easy. Whoops. The max levels for enhancing ability are 20. That is the max level. So let me show you my jugular rip real quick. It's 14 out of 20. As you can see, it costs 152,000 gil and 345 job points. If I can I can't. This is in the way, but yeah, it gets really costly. If you saw someone in my guild, someone in the guild had theirs at like 18. And their next skill up is 912 job points and 516,000 gil. So I'm expecting 19 and 20 to be about 1 million to 2 million. Yep, that's the biggest. That is what I think is one of the biggest things you need to be farming is gil. Just because you're going through so much of it. But I mean, if you're farming for, let's say those. These faint memories, doing the false accusation stage over and over again, it gives you, I think, about 2,000 gil per run. Let me see. Let's swap her out for good old Mariana. Blah, 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 blah. Just run on in here, mollywop them, dip out. So this takes 15 seconds to do. This might be a better way of getting gil versus 1,700 gil per run, right? So it takes you 15 seconds to do a run. How many runs is that per minute? That's about 4 runs per minute. So you take the 1,700 times 4, so you're making, let's see, 6,800 gil a minute, which is a lot faster than the turtles if you really think about it, because it takes me a little bit to kill those suckers. Even at my level, like it's still annoying to kill them all. And I learned a little bit that it's a little easier to kill them when. Oh look, I got a new space. Oh, I got Gilgamesh. Oh, yo, that is terrible. You only can get 2 shards a day for Gilgamesh. That's tragic. Rip, R.I.P. Gilgamesh players. Your shards are trash. Takes twice as long, so you get a shard a day from those hard quests. So you're only getting 1 shard a day. So and you need 600 to max them out. It's gonna take you technically like 2 years to max him out if you're free to play. He's not a free to play unit. Don't if you get him. I farmed for Thancred. How I farmed for him was not necessarily how people probably think I farmed for him. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you go to missions. You go to not events. You go over to milestones, to events. It says, see, I have nothing here. I've already done them all. But if you go to complete it, you can see what I did. Each stage you do, it says clear battle 1 5 times, and you got 200. You did 3 times, you got 120. And I did all of those, and that all added up to about 15k. Even the conquest. You did that 5 times. You got 4,000 of the shards, and you got 5 pull tickets. So that was nice. I wish I got him out of a ticket. It would have been so much nicer. I definitely went and bought the Thancred from the shop. As you can see, there he is. 15,000 was used for him. Do I regret it? Not at all. What I do regret is buying it so early. Is he worth to invest the time into after finishing the story? I want to say yes. I want to say yes, he is. But the biggest issue I'm running into is the shards. If you don't get the shards from those tickets you get every day, the daily tickets, you are forced to buy. You're forced to pull on the banner to get these summon medals here to get his shards. And the medals you get for summoning, I think, are 20 summons a pull. So 20 summons, you only get 4 shards a pull, and that's disgusting. But that's all 600 right there. You could technically, if you had enough shards for it, you could pull that banner over and over and over and over and over and over again and get the rest of the shards to limit break him all the way out. But I don't think it's worth doing that. I'm personally, I think I'll be okay with him being at limit break 3, max awaken. That is my goal. I'm about to awaken him to 5-star right now. I only need to get these awakening souls, and that's it. And then I'll be done with that one. But I think right for what he does and how he is, I think he's a great unit. But do I think you should waste your materials awakening him like I have? Not necessarily. You could better use those materials to awaken a unit like Engelbert. If I was to tell a new player who's free to play, who's just started the game today, if they should invest in Thancred or Engelbert, I would say Engelbert 100%, because Engelbert, you'll be able to farm those shards every day, regardless if the event's here or not. And you will get, he's the best tank in the game, so there's a lot more usability. Thancred can't necessarily tank by himself. If you don't have Engelbert, whatever light unit you have, you can invest in them. If you don't have any of the URs, this is a great SR to invest in. Phoebe, because she's a time mage. All time mages have this great ability called Haste. Haste lets you move faster. It lets you get your turns done faster and everything like that. Your turn comes quicker. It's probably one of the more busted ability or skills in the game, just because of what it does utility wise. So let's say you put it on, like, if I had her and my Thancred in the same team, she used haste on my Thancred. Thancred could go and do 2 attacks before the enemy did 1. How that plays into effect is that there's some units that can, I think, mess with the enemy's like turn timer, if that makes sense. I think she is one of them. She's however you want to say it. If I remember correctly, she can mess with the enemies. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So here's my thing. I don't think it's a good idea to have too many URs, because when you have so many URs, you run into this problem of what units do I build? Who do I build first? This, that, or the other. When you only have 2 URs, you focus strictly on those 2 URs, and that's it. So you have Medina and Stern. great. That's perfect. They're great units. You can use them in a lot of content. They do well in PvP if you get them to a higher level. And they're different elements. That's what you want. You want two different elements. UR is a little tricky because they use the same awakening materials at a higher level. So let's see. Look at my Engelbert real quick. No, regardless if this was Mediana, it would, instead of it being the light shards, these would be the ice shards instead, but you would still be using the rainbow vision sphere, and you would still be using the rainbow fragment of thought. Now I have 12 of those, so I can probably max out 2 characters with 12 of these, but maybe not 2. Let's see. You need a total of 9 of these. You need a total of 9 of these to max out fully awaken a character. So I think I have enough to finish. Let's see. If I finish Thancred, how many will I have left? That's going to leave me at 9. I won't have enough. And then it cost me another 5 after. So that's going to cost... I'll have 4 left over. So I'll be able to get Engelbert up to 5-star, but I can't get him to 6-star because I won't have enough to make him a 6-star. And that's the kind of issue you're going to run into. And the only way you can get those shards, if I remember correctly, so these, you can only get them through Friend Metal Exchange, Guild Metal Exchange, UR Metal Exchange Shop. So unless it's an event like we just had with the launch, you can't get these at all besides through these event shops, which is why it's so important to buy them when you can get them with event currency like this. So if I get 15,000, you can buy 3 of these, and that will help you tremendously. Like with those 3, I think that almost lets me awaken Engelbert to 6-star as well. So it's just something to think about. When you see this, go and buy them immediately. If you see them for gold like they were in this previous shop, yes, the release commemoration. So I didn't have enough to get all the vision spheres, but I definitely bought the rainbow fragment of thought because it's only 1 and it costs $1 million, and it was just gold. Gold is easy to farm. You can farm it all day. It really doesn't matter. Right now, your lapis are what's going to be a little bit harder to come by after you complete the story. Only way currently you can refill that is through arena, and if you're not in high arena, so let's see where I'm at right now. I am currently, this morning I was at like ranked 16 or something like that, but I'm sure I'm like 300 now. Yeah, 321. This morning I was ranked 16th. I refreshed like twice already. The rewards for where I'm at currently are 800 lapis, right? That's it, 800. If I get in the top 100, it's 1200. If I get in the top 50, it's 1500. If I get the top 10, it's 2000, which that's where all the whales are going to be. They're all going to be in the top 10, and there's, unless you are whaling, you will not get up there. Yes, it's nice to think about it, but if you can get in the top 1,000, that's where I'm about. That's where you kind of want to be. You kind of want to float there. If you get a little bit better units, awaken, you can get like 2. If you can get 2 units, 6-star awaken maxed out, you can probably hit the top 100 easy right now. But once everyone else starts doing that, then it's going to be a little tough to get in the top 100. But that's 1,200. That's 400 more. You're still going to need to fight a little bit more for that. Refresh a couple of times a day. Usually, if you go hard on the first day, you don't have to go as hard throughout the week. So if you use all your refreshes on the first day for arena, you typically don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week, which is pretty nice. Which is why I kind of went hard this morning, especially if you start right at the reset where everyone is at the like 0, so you can go and attack lower people. That's really what helps you excel faster. So you attack lower players, and that can get you higher ranks. Even if you lose you can also rank up in the arena. It's quite interesting right now. I think it's just because it's just a new, and not very many are pushing for arena right now. So rip. People asking questions in Discord, and I'm streaming. I can't double. I'm not multitasking right here. It's one or the other. I'm watching chats. I can't watch two chats at once. It's easier if everyone's just in the one chat. Okay, so I saw the question in the Discord. Um, if you're going to farm the event, which stage are you going to? Which stage should you farm? Hands down, without a doubt, it doesn't matter if you need to bring a helper for it. You need to do the EX quest, conquest. Doesn't really matter. Like, and let me show you why. So this costs. So here, I've done this before already. I've done this like twice now. I will do it again. We go to the conquest on the normal event quest, right? 25 energy. You're like, oh, that's a little high, but it's not bad. You go in here, you have level 40 units. You go in there and you mollywop them, right? Level 40, this should be a cakewalk. You shouldn't have any troubles. I almost can one-shot this boss. Like, it's that easy. Look, Thancred comes in, uses one skill, almost mollywops. Oh, and then two-shot. Dang, I thought it was going to. Mont. Alright, kills that. Oh, kills the boss too. Voila. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that costs 25 energy. Remember that. It gave us 1700 gil. Remember, that's the exact same amount of gil that you get from doing that one stage. So you see how low of gil you get from this stage. This is terrible for the energy cost. It gives you the same amount of like EXP and everything. It's not that great of a stage, right? And you only get 70 of the event currency. Oh no, I didn't mean it again. No, cancel. I can't cancel it because it wastes my energy. Dang. A waste of 25 energy. Rip in the chat, boys. But hey, there we go. That one was a lot faster. The crit, two shot, and it's done. Two crits, done. Boom, boom. All right. Affinities ranked up, cool. Blah blah blah. All right. Now let's go look at the EX quest. The EX quest right here. Let me show you why this is much better. It doesn't. I don't care if you need to bring a helper. I don't care if you need to use my Thancred at level 50 to help you guys run through this and mollywop this boss. I don't care if it takes you longer. This is what you need to do. Trust items are not mostly for whales. Trust items are in-game items that you get from Max Awakening, Max Limit Break. If you have them now, you're a whale. You can get them within like 6 months from now, probably. Like, as the game progresses, as you progress more, grind more, you will be able to get them later on. Like, that is what's important. Like, if you are a whale and you want to progress really quickly, you buy all the shards for your character that you want, if you can. Like, Stern. Right now, anyone who has Stern and can spend the money, buy all those shards out of that store. Like, buy all of them and use them. Like, it is the easiest time to get Stern shards. Even that rate up banner. You get medals from it that you can use towards stern shards. Like, I don't understand why people don't, if you spend even a little bit of money, why you don't already have dang near a max stern. Like, you can spend $80 on the monthly awakening bundle for the dark units. Use those lapis to buy his shards, and then if whatever you have left over, you can roll in that banner to maybe get a dupe. If you don't get a dupe, you still have the medals to buy the shards anyways. Like, it's real easy. And then even with this event quest going on right now, where you can get 10 random shards, where you have a chance of getting 10 stern shards. Stern is one of the few. Dark is one of the lowest pools of heroes in this game right now, next to water. There's only one other UR dark unit, and that's Shiza. And if you already have a Shiza, well then boom, you got 10 shards for her, 10 shards for Stern. I went for the dark because I have a Shiza and I need to work on her, and that's just a no-brainer because there's only 2 URs. So if I get Stern shards and I get Stern later on, well then I have Stern shards for later on. But like, it's just, and then boom, look at this. So this costs 30 energy. I got 200. That is 2.5 more tokens than doing it on the normal. All right, we don't mess with normal conquest. We only do EX conquest here. If you do normal, and you're just wasting time, and you're dumb. All right, we're just gonna put that out. I understand that you might not be that strong. Well, get strong enough or use my units. I don't care. But you can't be wasting your time and your energy, especially if you're free to play. You can't be wasting your energy on something that does not benefit you to the maximum amount. Like 5 more energy for 2.5 more the rewards. Like, that is a lot. 70 versus 200. Which one? My guild, I think we have 1 or 2 spots available right now, so you can join. If you add me on Discord, it should be Zake5112 here. I'll just post it in the chat. And here's my Discord. You need to have a capital Z though, or else you won't find me. Add me on Discord. Send me a message that you want to join. I will definitely send you an invite to our Discord and get the ball rolling. But yeah, don't waste your time on the normal conquest. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I don't understand why people would do that. It's legitimately ridiculous. Like, don't. There's a 24-hour cooldown when you leave guilds. Letting you know on that. It's perfectly fine if you have to wait. You can chill on our Discord and talk with everyone, get an idea of what you need to do moving forward. You can join in on our multis. We do multi-quests every day, basically every night. So you can join in our multis. I will be hosting multis because I can refresh my energy more than everybody else because I pay a little bit more. I'm like Royal 5, so I can refresh it quite a bit more than everyone else. So I usually host them, and then when you join it, it's free. So I'm essentially just giving you guys free opportunities to get high-level materials that you'll need for Awakening, because I can run higher-level stuff solo. I think once you hit like 3 or something, it gets a little tough. So we'll see. I might need people to run healers or something. But yeah, I would definitely recommend running the EX stage over any of the normal stages. Screw the normal conquest. It's a waste of your time, waste of your energy. This gives you 2,000 gil, 300 more gil for 5 more energy. Like, 2,000 more EXP, more job points. Like, what? Oh, okay. So, Zella, let me explain to you what's going on here. So let me just do the embark again. To make my runs run to make my runs faster, I have turned off ability effects, and what that does is that it gets rid of the animations and everything. So you're not so what you're seeing, so when the screen turns red or blue, that means my character uses a summon, and the summon's effect is lingering on the stage. I think if it's red, fire attacks do more damage. If it's blue, water attacks do more damage and stuff like that. But just watch it. Everything has a little bit more oomph to it now. Let's see. Yeah, see, everything has a little bit more oomph. Foul, boom, yeet. But yeah, I just turn it off to make it go faster. I'll leave it on so you can see the summons and stuff. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't miss. Oh, if you need help running the EX stage, what I recommend is get in your Mont, right? Get your Mont's about 40, 45 if you can, and give him the Vow of Love. It is a vision card if you have it. If you don't have it, find someone on your friends list that has a tank that has it equipped. What that does is it generates aggro. Why you need that? They will only focus on that tank and not wipe your entire team with an AoE attack, which is great. If you notice, this boss can actually do an AoE attack once my tank probably dies. Oh no, he's not gonna die. He grabbed a crystal. Cool. But the boss usually uses AoE. Yeah, there it is. That anguish move right there is what usually kills so many teams. But here we go. So now the screen will turn that greenish color. Boom. And then I think one of them has Ifrit equipped, and that's why it goes red. It might be Mont. I could be wrong. No, I guess I didn't use it this time. But that is essentially what happens. Like I said, that run took a little bit longer because I had those effects on. That's why I turn it off. It makes it go a lot smoother. But if you like looking at all the cutscenes of everything, then I wouldn't recommend turning it off. I don't. I must have to do that in the battle. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, I'll just show you the vision card. The Vow of Love. This thing is probably the best thing to put on a tank. Hate +5, and that's why you need it. That's really all you need it for. If you have this is what I recommend putting on your tanks. It's too good to pass up. It's going to be used in all content moving forward, until they come out with another card that gives you hate at a higher hate level. So that's what I'd recommend for doing the EX stages. If you don't have it, like I said, find someone who has a friend's tank that has it on theirs, like I do. I always make sure that my Engelbert has, where is he at? Yeah, I always make sure he has the Valve Love on, just so that when anyone uses him, I think I didn't put on Thancred. Sometimes I put on Thancred as well, just to help people out, because he can tank a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Also, thank you, Zello, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I think I'm going to end the stream here, since there's no more questions, and my throat is starting to hurt. I need to go drink some tea. If you guys would like to support me, I do have a coffee. If you guys would like to buy me a cup of coffee, I don't really drink coffee. I really drink tea. I do also have, I have a coffee. So here, if anyone's interested, everything helps. Most of this stuff is just going to go back into creating content for you guys. I'm going to be making videos about this stuff. I will probably turn this stream into a video and help and post it on my YouTube channel. So if you guys have any requests for any future content, future questions, I should be going live for new updates, how to complete the new content as it comes through. What I would recommend for new players right now to do, though, do story. I do not care if you want Thancred really, really bad right now. What you want to focus on is story. And the reason why you want to focus on story is that it gives you so much, like, it just gives you so much material. Like, here's the completed right here. Look at all of this material you get from completing the story. This is all you can use for awakening your characters. Literally, this basically gives you Awaken 5-star hero. You can literally get up to Awaken 5-star with just the story stuff alone. Almost, I think, personally, I think almost 6-star. Like, I think I can get 2 6-stars out of this with everything. So I would definitely recommend doing it. But like I said, focus on one hero per element, and don't try to double dip. URs, you want to try to just focus on 2 URs at a time, because they, like I said, they use the same spheres and the same fragments. MRs, I would also worry about, because there's so many more MRs than there are URs. So you're going to run into that problem of running out the spheres for the MRs. SRs are a little bit trickier. There's only a few that are really good. So just, if you have them, use them. Look at the tier list. Look at it with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily ever recommend using the tier list as your go-to what unit to build, why you should build them, and stuff like that. You should honestly play the game how you feel like it. Use the characters that you want to. If you really enjoy the character, invest in them. If you invest into any of these characters, they will be good later on once you max level. Once they're max level, max awaken. But right now, oh snap! I got 7 viewers. Hello, everyone. It just jumped up. How's everybody doing? I was actually about to shut down the stream, but since everyone's here, is there any questions I can ask? Any beginner questions? Any questions about anything about the game that you guys have questions about? I'm just here to help you guys. I just went over the EX stages versus farming. If you need to know where to farm the blue job materials for leveling up your job to level 5. These right here, these faint memories. If you don't have Mediana, you can use your Stola for it. It's very easy, very simple. Yeah, I can show you real quick. It's not very hard. It takes literally 15 seconds if you turn off your animations Animations make it go a little longer. I have a whole team for this. There we go. Embark. But yeah, I'm going to be hopefully creating more content for War of the Divisions. If you guys literally just ask away, if you guys have any questions about anything, I'm here to help you guys. Where should you be right now, being only 4 days into release? Where should you be in a week from now? Like where I am at right now, you do not base your progress off of me. I am hardcore going into this game. I have spent a little bit money in the game. I have a little bit more resources due to the fact that I spent a little bit more money. So don't look at my account and be like, why am I not ranked 42 versus where you're like 20, 21 or something like that. I'm not a whale though. If I was a whale, I have Thancred maxed out. Listen, if you want to help me whale though, I mean, you can donate to my coffee. I'm A-okay with that. But what was I saying before? I'm not a whale though. So let me explain one thing that everyone keeps asking me: how is my rank 42 versus everyone else being at like 20, right? So you go to your missions, you go to the quests, training events. Here we go. Training. Look at this right here. Consume. Here we go. So every time you consume lapis and stuff, you get EXP for your rank. I got 25 for that one, 75 for that one, 100 for that one, 200 for that one. So your mega whales and everything, they are getting all this rank EXP from spending all this lapis. So once you get all the way up to 1,500,000 lapis, you get 1,000 rank EXP. Like, that's insane. So right now, I would have to say like whales right now are probably closer to the couple 100,000. I'm not even 50,000. I've only spent 35,000 Visor or Lapis, or whatever you want to call it. Another thing, units. Collecting all the units also helps. If you, let's see. If you collect, 35 units, you get 500 EXP. Once you get to 30 and 35, you get 1,000 EXP from rank. Like, it's not that hard. Awakening units, if you awaken a bunch of units, that also helps. Limit breaking helps. What I did is I went through all my units that I had that I got. I went to all my like lower ones, like my SRs and stuff like that, and I went and see. I got dupes of him, right? So I limit broke him, and then I got the rank EXP from it. You can do little tips and tricks like that. So like, oh, a lot of people use, oh, I have 41 shards of him. You can limit break him, and that gives you EXP. You can literally just go through and limit break all your your SRs and Rs just to get so Rs. You should have a lot of R dupes. So I can just sit here and limit break this dude. Right. Alright. See, I've limit broke him twice now. Let's do rarity. Go down here. There's this Chica. I can limit break her again. And this one, can I limit break? No. And then I don't know if that was enough. Let's see. Training, limit break. I'm two more. If I limit break 2 more times, right, I'll get 200 rank EXP, and that will bump me up to the next rank. And these are more so like milestone missions. This isn't something you're supposed to get done in a week or a day or a month. This is something you're supposed to get done over a year. Always make sure you try to get these done. Okay, so I kind of went over this, kind of didn't. So what that is, let me explain to you. Where we go? Here we go. Do I have? Let me just choose one of my units real quick. Let's just grab this dude right here. Can he equip? He can't equip it. Okay, so I think Engelhart can't equip my Excalibur yet. Now he can. Well, dang. Okay, here we go. The Hero's Ring. Insufficient equipment proficiency. What equipment proficiency is that your character hasn't used equipment enough that they can gain stats from it. Essentially, how do I put this in a term that makes sense? They may be level 40, but their light armor is only level 1, if that makes sense. So essentially, in order to wear better gear and get the stats from those gear, you need to level up your equipment proficiency. The way to do that is just by, I've seen a lot of tutorials about this game, just going to the general shop, buying normal gear, equipping it to all your units. Yeah, like this one, you buy the bronze mace, you equip it to your caster, call it a day. And once you use that in enough missions, especially farming, you can use these rare ones or the super rare ones or even the ultra rare MR. And let me show you. Let me show you how it is done. No problem. So here we go. So yeah, you see how he cannot equip the ultra rare Excalibur, he can't equip the long sword, he can't equip the metal slayer, but he can equip the broadsword. So you equip the normal stuff. This guy can't equip the rare stuff. So you equip the normal stuff, or you can also equip the rare stuff, or the MR stuff, or the UR stuff. You can equip them even if they give you negative stats, and you can still build up equipment proficiency that way. I would go to a stage like this, an easy stage, and just when you're farming, make sure you have those units in your team, even if they're not doing anything. They gain EXP for that. Let's see. Okay, affinity, blah, 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 blah. No one got the equipment. So you just essentially spam this Oh, fever. Hey, this is very important. Everyone pay attention to this. If you haven't been doing this, this is what you need to pay attention to. This Chocobo Expedition gives you shards for whatever element you choose. So I have light because I'm working on light units, my Thancred. So the fever, you get double, you get rare item drop rate up now, and you get a unit EXP scaling rate up right now for an hour. And then same thing, and right now there's an event going on for rare item drop rate up. So you get double the rare items and you get more EXP. And so this is when you use their high speed expedition tickets. I've already used a bunch of mine, so I might even use my lapis for this because it's just that good. You use the 5-hour ticket, your 2-hour tickets, whatever. It levels up your units, gives them a lot of EXP, right? And you also get all of these items right here. A lot of your awakening items that you need come from this. These are the ones you cannot buy in the shop. You have to get them through this. Period. There's no other way. And this right here helps you level up your espers, which is very good for your units. People don't really talk about espers. I might just do a guide on espers because it's that important to pay attention to and kind of work with. So even though this might, I'm going to do 500 worth of this stuff, right? Even though it looks like people might think I'm wasting this, but like for me, it's worth it because of the EXP and the all this. Look, I just got all this from just doing that. Simple. And you can also, oh, see, after a point, it goes up in price. So 150 now after. So I'll do one more. But you can also, you can increase it if you have a higher royal. So once you get a higher royal, you can increase how many items you can gain from this. And you get gil from this. You get items, awakening items, esper. I only have one esper that uses the light ones, so that's who I've been pumping it into. So I just do this batch, max out. And then the esper training board is very important. So what this is that when, yeah, you can add me in game. I don't have very many friend spots left open right now, but as I rank up, I'll get more. So if I don't have space for you right now, I'll add you later. But the Esper training board. What's important about this is that all these stats right here are when you equip it to your unit. So this one is a more physical Esper. And you can, so I have it basically all into attack. So whoever equips this Esper gets 15% more attack. And they also get an evasion rate up +3. Now, once I get further on, I will be getting this Dark Eater stuff, which is very important once we get to raids and stuff, once we fight raid bosses that are dark or certain elements. So once you stack all this up, that equals up to 15% against dark creatures. Beast Killer, same thing, against beast monsters. So that's 2, 4, 7, 10, 15% against beasts. You can stack all these up against one another, and it becomes overpowered. And each Esper has a different board. So this one's more so for physical ones, like I said. Cactuar, everyone has Cactuar, if I remember correctly. This one is strictly for magic users. You can increase your magic attack to an insane amount. So magic up, you can increase it up to I think 15% right here. That's 2, 5, 10, 20% magic up. And then your magic attack you can increase up to 10%. So magic attack 10% up and magic up 20%. That is crazy just for those alone. And then if you ever wanted to get into, yes, correct. And it's just, you can stack that. I would say the Cactuar is better for Mediana, just due to the fact that the Siren, this is the Siren, right? Yeah, Siren doesn't have anything for magic. Siren's good for a tank. You can put this on a tank easy. Yeah, slash resistance up by like 20%. That's good. Pierce attack up. Actually, you might want to put this on a spear user. Actually, that one king that uses a spear, put this on them. Now, their card is a different story. Vision cards are a different story from Espers. You can have this vision card on Medina with the Cactuar Siren, and it doesn't change anything. It helps. You can still get the stats from Cactuar, but you can also still get the bonus from the card of the Siren. Like, you don't need to have both of them on the same unit. So what I usually do is I look, which one is it that I have on Mediana? I usually have not that one. It's like First Thief. That one's attack percentage. What's Ogre for? Strike attack. This looks like for a tank. Strike attack. Missile attack resistance. Beguiling. This one. So I put the Beguiling Witch on Mediana. Strictly because it gives them Reaper Killer and then also casting time reduction for the ability. That's exactly what you want for Mediana, and then you give the Mediana the Cactuar Esper, and that would work. I'm sure there's probably one that's better for Magic users. I just don't think I have one better for Magic users besides that one. I hear the meta is going to get to a more evasion meta, so maybe getting this, giving this Magic Eye Beam, Float Eye to Mediana might be good to increase the accuracy. You know. But for right now, that Beguiling Witch is a good idea. Also, don't sleep on these rare cards. Some of them have some pretty decent like effects for only being rare, and you get so many of them. I'm sure there's probably one like this one. This one gives you +8 accuracy, +3 accuracy for the entire party. So that's +11 for that one unit. That's amazing. That one's Toad. You don't really necessarily need that one. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Not name. We do it by rarity. Confirm. Here we go. So we've looked at that one. We've looked at this one. Looked at this one. Blind resist. That's good. You might want to put the blind resist on your Mediana in case that you go into a boss fight that has blind, that blinds your mages instantly or something like that. And defense spirit. Attack plus 10%, luck minus 10%. That looks decent, but I don't know if I use it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any rare cards that are good for like mages per se. But that doesn't mean none of those cannot be used. You know, you can use all those for probably future content when things get a little bit tougher, when you have to be more wary of like statuses and stuff like that. So it really all depends. It's definitely an interesting. It depends on what future content comes out. I hear that we're going to be getting a tower. That's going to be like a monthly reset type of situation. With where you'll be able to get 1,000 of the lapis every month from just completing the tower resets once a month. It looks insane at the end. You fight like level 99 enemies, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'll be able to get like halfway before I have to like grind more. Hopefully I can get my Thancred to like level 89 before it comes out, and then my Engelbert to about level 70-ish. But well, we will see. So right now it's, let's see, we got 5 in the chat, 5 on the stream. Any other questions, guys? I'm literally just like I said, I was actually about to leave. If you guys can actually like and subscribe to my channel, I will be putting out more, doing more streams like this. I'm going to be putting out more videos on YouTube. I'll try to go over things a little bit more in depth on those in those videos, just so everyone has a good idea. I'm trying to do the things that no one's talking about, which is kind of hard because a lot of people are talking about a lot of things, but not really in depth. Like the equipment proficiency. I don't think anyone's done anything about equipment proficiency. I think people did equipment videos and they threw equipment proficiency in there. Yes. Not only how you are geared, but what really doesn't matter. Your level doesn't really matter, and your awakening level doesn't technically matter. What matters is if you have this all the way unlocked. And in order to get this all the way unlocked, well, then never mind. I changed what I said. It does matter if your awakening's max, because that's the only way you can unlock all this. Yes, it's the same name. Well, not necessary. But let me. Let me just pull up a link from my YouTube and I'll post it in the chat for you guys. And I'm just starting to do this. I've been playing gacha games for years now, but I've just finally sat down and gotten like, I started recording what I'm doing and helping you guys out. Let's see. That will, I guess, copy? Question mark. That should send you to my channel. If it doesn't, let me know. I'm not sure. I just started it. Appreciate you. If you guys enjoy my content, just yeah, just let me know. Leave a like or something. Leave a comment. Actually, I would like to be able to help you guys out rather than just create videos. I would rather you guys tell me what you want, and I create a video based off what you guys ask me, rather than just be like, oh yeah, this week we're gonna talk about this, and this. No, I would much rather answer people's questions. Like, take a screenshot of the question, put it at the beginning of the video, and then talk about that in depth, rather than just be like, yeah, so we're gonna talk about how to make your account better, how to how to start out as a new person. I really, honestly, how I feel about every gacha game is that it doesn't really matter. I hate tier lists. Let's just start there. I absolutely hate tier lists. I do think, yes, there's characters that are better at other things than doing things that others, like URs versus MRs and stuff like that. Like, yes, Mediana is a better farmer than Yestola, just because she can use her limit break instantly rather than having to cast it. But that doesn't make Yestola a bad farmer. She's just slightly slower by maybe a second, 1 second. But does that make her worse? I don't know. Apparently, she doesn't have as good of stats either. But that's not until you get to like late game, full 6-star awakening and all that. So it really depends. You can have gear to make up for those stats. So it really just depends on how much you like the character, how much you really enjoy playing the game, how, if you know how to do all those things. I'm trying to learn equipment crafting and how that all works. Once I figure that out, I will definitely show you guys how to do it. From what I understand, you have to max out, let's say like this one, right? You max out to 30, blah 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 blah. You go to your crafting here. You go over to this. You have both of them at +1. Oh no, I lie. Iron Mace +1. So you get 2 of these suckers, right? You fuse them together. It makes a +1. You do this 2 times, put those together. So this gets really pricey. I think they said it takes 67 recipes to make a +5 weapon. And it gets really interesting towards the end because they start getting stats like vitality and stuff. And so if you want a certain one, it's a little bit harder to do. And so it gets really confusing real fast. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to look into it and see what it does. And really all it does, and I don't think like, so this like +4 versus +5, the stat changes aren't different. It's really the ability what changes. So we'll see how it all goes. Anyways, thank you all for watching my stream. Like I said, my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. I need to go get something to drink. I will probably be doing a stream tomorrow. If there's an update, I still might just do a stream tomorrow, do some multis with you guys. If you guys want to do multis together, I can help you guys farm for materials and stuff like that. Just to chill, hang out, talk, while everyone's stuck in this, coronavirus lockdown. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining, and I am going to end the stream here. You guys have a wonderful day.